Ow! Oh no! This is bad! This is very bad! It's not going well, is it? Greetings and welcome to another Wizard's Eye On! And this time, our eye is upon Thea The Awakening, which is a game which popped up on Steam today and is described as a turn-based strategic survival game steeped in Slavic myth and monstrosity, set after an apocalyptic force known only as the Darkness has engulfed the world. It sounds fantastic. Of course, it is also filled with somewhat difficult to pronounce names because it is steeped in so much Slavic myth and monstrosity, but that is just something we're going to have to accept and deal with. Let's dive in with a new game. Now, in this game, there are no heroes, no monster slayers, and no great armies capable of banishing the darkness. There are only a few hopeless and starving survivors who are desperately trying to stay alive. I, or we, or you, are their last and only true hope. And I think we are effectively a god. Look, Veles, the keeper of the underworld, master of mystical powers, and guardian of souls. That was your name before the great darkness. Now you are simply Veles, a lost god trying to reclaim his might. The gates of the afterlife are slammed shut. Souls of the dead roam Thea and wreak havoc among the living. All you can do for now is continue to guide your ragged group of followers towards survival. Which is what we're going to do. There are two gods that are unlocked here. We have Veles and Horos. The rest are all locked, and I think we would have to unlock them by playing through the game and achieving various things. But I'm going to stick with Veles because he looks like a fine fellow. He's nice and green. Look at him. He's got a green charm and a sort of a green glow to his eyes. And green, of course, is the second best colour.
Thea
Oh, hello there.
awakened.
Okay.
Welcome. No time to waste.
No.
You are a deity of the high pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness.
I
So
shall.
Now you ask.
Indeed, what now?
Fine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes.
Okay.
This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and
Oh.
maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know.
It is pretty
Your
weird.
first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down. So get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves.
I shall.
You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the Cosmic Trees mystery.
Ooh, the Cosmic Trees mystery. That sounds fascinating. Shall we just dive in and skip the tutorial? I've kind of done a bit of it, so I more or less know what I need to do. And that's not to say that I understand it, but I think I know the basics. So let's dive in. I'm a deity, you know.
Now, are you absolutely sure?
Yes.
No calling me back, you know. Also, when you have time, craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food.
Okay.
Any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies.
Sure, why not?
Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up.
Okay,
Remember
then.
to check the magical help button to read more.
I love magical help buttons. They're kind of awesome.
Mechanics.
Yes, I'm sure. I'll craft 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food and leave it in the village. Got it. Now off with you. Look, we get 5 XP for that and 2 researches. And here we are in the world of Thea, most of which is shrouded in the fog of war right now. Ostoya is our settlement, our home base, the last bastion of the few ragged survivors who have managed to cling on to life, and they are going to be the foundation of my new mighty empire, or whatever it is that I'm going to do here. We also have an adventuring party who are already out and about and are going to sort of like wander off and explore the land and discover many fine and wondrous things. And meanwhile, of course, the people of Ostoya, the villagers left behind, will be responsible for, gathering things and crafting things and doing all of those mundane and yet still essential things for survival. So we can gather resources and we can craft different things. If we first of all set some of our villagers to collecting vegetables and wood, because they will of course need vegetables to eat and wood to cook and do other useful things like that. I assume that this basket here represents their gathering skill and the hammer their crafting skill. So look, Valdek, he looks like a bit of a hero type, but actually he just likes to carry things in his little basket. So you can go and collect vegetables, Valdek, and maybe Missia, doesn't seem to be very good at anything. So maybe you can just go and chop wood, because how hard can that be? Or maybe actually we'll do it the other way around. Oh look, you can actually have helpers. But we're not going to have helpers. We're going to send... Hold on, we're going to do it like this. We're going to have Missia, the unskilled, collecting vegetables, and Valdek, the very skilled, assuming this is some kind of skill at collecting things, off collecting wood. Excellent. Crafting, we're also going to want to make some stuff. Let's start with some clothes. So the crafting system, as I understand it, is pretty open-ended. You basically just put a primary material and a secondary material and a catalyst and see what you can create. So we've got loads of this at the moment. We've got loads of yarn or whatever this actually is. What is it? String. So we're going to make some string clothing. So we'll have string as the primary and the secondary material. Oh, look, we can have scaled leather. We could make like... What does that make? Makes armor 2. What if we put that like that? That makes armor 3 and shielding 1. Look, we could make like a plain shirt of scaled leather. A plain scaled leather shirt. What if we did it like that? Look, that's the same. That doesn't actually offer any like material advantage in terms of properties. So should we just kind of do that? We'll only be able to make 2, I think, because we've only got a little bit of scaled leather. Good. Confirm that selection, and we will have one of these 2. I guess this is like your crafting skill, right? So if we put Lenka in, making plain shirts, I think that sounds good. And maybe we can have Olena here make some meals, cook some meals. So we'll have meat and elven wood. Oh. Should we just have meat, because we've got tons of meat, look. We'll have meat, and wood. And that'll start cooking up some lovely meat stew. Pieces of whatever red meat you had, stewed for a few hours. It won't win any awards, but it will fill you up. Sounds good. I'm sure the people of the village will be nice and pleased just to have a hot meal in their bellies, especially when cooked by the lovely... Who do we have cooking it again? Did we actually put her in? We didn't. Look, that's a good job we came back. Olena, there we go. Olena, you get in there and start cooking up that lovely meat stew. And we will make great use of it in the future. So there we go. I think that's all that we can really set the village to doing right now. We can take a look at its inventory. So we've got, as you saw, we've got these sort of like various ingredients and stuff. There's also some equipment which is currently in use, I think. Look, is that Olena's got a hatchet? Lenka's got a short pike, Valdek's got a club, there's a bramblewood staff belonging to Missa, and Lenka, weirdly, has an iron mask. You can hide unwanted twins in it, or just wear it to look cooler. I think we can surmise from this that Lenka, where is Lenka? Look, Lenka's a bit weird. Lenka is definitely a bit weird. I think possibly 2 children. Not too helpful right now, but one day it will grow up. That will be good. When that happens, we will have more people in our village to gather and do other cool things. Good. So that's the village of Ostoya. Now we have our expedition, Expedition 1, and already we can, well, basically we can do most of the things with them that you can do in the village. If we make camp, or first we can look at their inventory. Look, they've got some herbs here, they've got some meat, they've got some dark wood. Iza, where's Iza? Iza apparently is using a training sword. Well, you need to start somewhere, you know. It's true. We've also got boar spears for Leshek and Zalatina, and Imislava, wow, has a studded staff, which is probably quite good. Oh, look, we've got some heavy armor and some bone spike armor, quilted cloth. They've got some pretty decent equipment, it has to be said. So this is my kind of like adventuring party, and they're going to head off and do some adventuring. And it looks like there's something interesting over here, so let's just go straight over here, shall we? What if we set camp here and gather leather or wood? Maybe we can gather leather because there are animals here. Do you think that's what it is? I bet that's what it is. There's animals here, so we can gather. We'll put Diorada to gather some leather from the animals, and we'll see if that does anything. There we go. We've issued orders to our 2 kind of like things. We've also got research that we can do. So here's our beautiful tech tree. We already had some scaled leather in our in Ostoya. So perhaps we should research more scaled leather. Leather made of a reptilian's raw hide, harder and sturdier, excellent material for light and medium armors. Researching scaled leather will add 5 units of this resource to your settlement's inventory. At least one place where it can be gathered will always be revealed after researching. Sure, go ahead. We kind of like using that in the construction of our leather shirts that we're famous for in Ostoya. I mean, we will be famous for them, I'm pretty sure, in time, although we may not be currently famous for them. It's true. I think we've done everything there is to do, so let us end the current turn. A small group of travelers passes by your village. You exchange basic supplies and talk. Because of your kindness, they tell you of a herbalist living in a solitary hut out in the wilderness. They say she can cure any poison and even heal wounds, for a price, of course. They give you a map to the herbalist's hut and depart on their journey. Great, worth checking out if we're ever wounded or indeed poisoned. Plus we got some XP, it's always good. Look, there it is, there's the herbalist hut. Nice. Should we check on this guy's progress? They're gathering. I think, is it going to take 8 turns? Is that what this is saying? Amount of production completed and required to complete the task. 10 of 90. We're getting 10 each turn, so it's going to take us another 8 turns just to kind of hang out there and gather some leather. We could just power through. Should we just power through 8 turns and see what happens? Let's do it, because I think everyone's set. Everyone's doing things. So let's do it. We'll end a turn. Production complete. An item or building has been completed. Click to see details. Alright. I guess we've completed the clothes. We have completed the clothes, look, so we can make another one. Confirm. Construct that. Good. The cooked meal, I think, is also being constructed. Is there any way we can tell them to just kind of keep doing this until further instructions? Confirm. Ah, there we go. Look. You just put, like, infinite, or possibly, look, can we, 1, 6, yeah, there we go. We can tell them how many we want. So let's make 4 meat stews and 1 more plain shirt. Sounds good to me. Alright, end the turn. Yeah. Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea. The child killed a mouse with its bare little hands. Looks like a promising warrior. The kid worked on fields for a long time. It is time to take their rightful place between proud workers. The kid studied a lot. Crafting will help us build a better future. Well, should we have another worker to go out and gather stuff? Let's do that. Why not? You have acquired. Left-click, dismantle, right-click, see properties. Nielubeck. Sure, why not? And we have lost a child. Celebrate the rite of passage. Alright, Nielubeck, we should assign you to a job in that case. You are going to be a good, where are you? Nielubeck, a good gatherer. So maybe we can have you, or maybe vegetables, actually. Oh, you've taken control. You've taken over control because Misa, she's not very good at gathering materials. I think Misa might actually be a warrior, and you know, she probably is better off just helping you anyway. She tries to gather vegetables herself, but she sort of, you know, she breaks them a lot, or drops them, or treads on them, or gets bored and winds up attacking them and pretending that they're some kind of nefarious foe. All right. Good, let's continue. Expedition 1, how are you getting on with your gathering that we've kind of rather dully set you to doing? 5 more turns to complete that. Should we just check to see if they've actually picked up any leather at all yet? They haven't picked up any leather yet at all. Alright, fine. Just continue. Yes, wonderful! You made your first batch of prepared food. No longer are you a mere scavenger. Now you can cook. Crafted foods are more efficient than the raw stuff, so you may want to take them out when you're exploring, as they are lighter to carry. So now I have a harder task for you. Build me a building in your village. Any building will do. We have acquired scaled leather and gold! Shiny gold. Alright then. Fine. So I guess he gave us a quest. There's probably some way of keeping track of quests. But I don't know how it is done. How do we build buildings? Surely. Construct! There we go, look. Let's build a pasture. With wood and vegetables. Yeah. And then more wood. I said more wood. We don't have enough wood. We need to gather more wood. Who's gathering wood? Old Neilbeck, who is of course the youngest adult in the camp, we'll leave him doing the vegetables on his own, and Misa can go and sort of help. Old Valdek in the wood gathering field of work and such. Good. Next turn. Expedition 1, Encounter. As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware. There seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men. Your village needs the herbs. Send the herbalist to pick them and keep watch. The herbs are not worth the risk. It's totally worth the risk. Let's do it. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked up some of the herbs, but you notice there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it. We've acquired 35 herbs and some more stuff. Take what you've already got and leave this place. The leader of your party steps up. With the grace of Svarog, we've surprised... The leader of your party steps up. With the grace of Svarog, we've survived the darkness. Surely some spiders can't beat us. Venture forth! The men walk carefully down the path, trying their best not to touch the white network of webs around them. The pressure builds as each move feels like it's in slow motion. Just as it seems they've reached the desired spot, the herbalist reaches down for the plants, only to realize they are useless weeds. In a fit of frustration, he flings his arms in the air and finds Phi covered in web. Something covered in web. Typo, covered in web. In seconds, the webs that now seem to engulf the party shake with movement, and soon their owners arrive to protect their territory. You are attacked by giant spiders. Fight! Alright, so now we're going to go into combat, which is great, because it means we can demonstrate the combat mechanic, which is basically handled through a kind of mini card game. So we have started a fight with a spider queen, 3 blood spiders, and 5 malicious spiders. That sounds like quite a lot. Skills used in this challenge: direct, offense and defensive, tactical. We've got a variety of tactical abilities. We're going to begin combat. We're going to do this ourselves. So this is my hand. We've got Rada, who has 10 health and 4 attack. Diorada, 6 health and 2 attack, and Isa, 19 health and 12 attack. So she's kind of the big hitter. These two aren't that great, it has to be said. I think one of them may well be the herbalist, and the other one, I don't know, just sort of hanging out. It's all lasses, look, isn't it? It's kind of cool. We've also got these tactical cards, which do other sorts of things. We've got, actually the name is kind of covered up, so we can't see who it is. Lesher? Anyway, he's got the Confuse and the Get Closer ability. Confuse, shield, ally, and get closer. Confuse and get closer. So let's just keep these cards, and we will play. Player's turn. Alright, so I go first. It's just random to decide who goes first. And I think I'm going to put in, like, maybe like Rada. Basically, the order you put them in is the order they'll attack, but it's also the order they will be attacked in. And we don't know what the other person's going to put in first. So let's open with Rada here. Look, we'll open with Rada, and then we'll maybe also, because we've got some people with some fairly strong abilities here. So we're going to go with a Get Closer move. Allows the character to enter the battlefield, but by doing so gets confused and loses its attack the first fight phase. All right, so sorry, but Imislava, you're going to go in. You're not going to get to fight on the first round of combat, but you can soak some damage with that high defense value of 24. So do it. Get in there. That sounds good. All right, that's all we can do. We've played 2 cards, which was the most we could play at the moment. The battle takes place in a preparation phase and then a combat phase. We're in the preparation phase right now, which is when we play all of our cards, and then the battle phase is when they're all resolved. So the enemy has played the Blood Spider and the Spider Queen, a level 4 and a level 6. Those are some pretty high level cards. We're gonna need to do something here. I think this means that attack will happen when I come in. This guy's got 19 plus 10. Confuse. Opponent's card with the lowest initiative, which level is equal or lower than Confuse, and is not already confused, loses its attack in the first fight phase. Well, neither of them are level 2 or lower. So there's not much point in doing that. They've both got this as well. What's this? Shield. This value will be added to the card's total defense when it enters the battlefield. Alright, we're going to go in with... That's the shielding bonus of your last card in the initiative queue. Okay, we're just going to go in with a get closer, because I want to see if the arrow attack triggers off of this. They won't get like an attack on round 1, but they might still get their arrow attack. Let's do it. It did work. Look, it did work. And we totally hit the Spider Queen for some damage. Good. In that case, well, we can't actually kill the Spider Queen, but we could do more damage again. I'm not sure there's much point though. I think I'd rather put Isa in. There we go. She's going to come in with her toughness, and hopefully will be somewhat protected at least. Next turn, opponent's turn. So it'll only go to the battle phase when both parties pass on their preparation phase move. Or of course you run out of cards, because then you're automatically in a pass. Look at this blood splatter. This is a much harder fight than I did in my previous play. Okay, good, fine. Let's open some can of whoop ass. Oh look, this guy's equal to or lower, so we can totally confuse him. Let's do it. We're gonna go in with a confuse, and that doesn't. Might not. I might have been better off using his arrows actually just to do some damage. But I can't, so I won't. Okay, we've got more spiders coming in. Oh, malicious spider. This is mental. This is mental. I'm going to send Deodora in, but I fear she may be killed. In you go, Deorada. That's it. That's all I can do. We just got to wait and see what the opponent's going to play. They've got so many cards. So many cards. Look at all the malicious spiders. Okay, now basically just resolves from left to right. I think one of my characters may be dead already. It's moving very quickly. Did we lose a character then? Uh-oh. What's going on? Ow. Oh no. This is bad. This is very bad. It's not going well, is it? It's not going hard. They're all dead. That's it. All we've got left is Rata. All we've got left is these two people. Like, the rest of the team has been just slaughtered. Just completely slaughtered. Fine. Can we run away? Forfeit this challenge. Does that work? Do you really want to forfeit this challenge? The challenge will end, but when retreating from a fight, your people may receive some additional damage. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're either going to die or we're going to get away. We die if we fought another round. Alright, so look, basically, Rada is wounded. Lishak is okay. Zelatina, Isa, Deodra, and Emislev possibly all slaughtered and killed. I guess we'll find out in a second. Can we look at them? Inventory. Oh, they're actually still with us, look. They're just on 0 health. Can we recover them from 0 health? Maybe they need to go back to the camp and sort of hang out there. Are we still gathering? We're still gathering. We can also gather wood if we want. Should we just see what happens if we end the turn? Wounds don't always have a chance to heal, and so death can claim its prize. We have lost. Deodra! Oh no! Deodra is dead! Left-click dismantle, right-click see properties. And so more souls join the beyond. Does that mean everyone else has kind of managed to heal up a bit? Where are they? Imsliv? Everyone else has recovered a little bit. Yeah, because they're camping at the moment. I guess they get to heal. It may be the person who didn't heal was the person we had on a job, so it may be that leaving somebody on a job when they're on 0 hit points is perhaps not the best idea. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll sort of like find out. I'm just going to break camp here and march in and just do a bit of investigation here, just to show you what happens. We could also maybe go to the herbalist hut, actually. Should we do that? Let's do that. You there. Break camp and go to the herbalist hut and get yourselves healed. Search the location. You find the solitary hut of the herbalists. It is a small wooden abode with straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks from the house to greet you. Welcome, travelers. What brings you to my home? Well, we're told you can cure any poison or wounds, and we have a lot of wounds, I have to say. Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity. If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favor. Beware. For healing wounds, I require food 30 and wood 5 pieces as payment. I will as a favour, but I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods. Poisons are cheaper. I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of poison or wounds? Actually, can you tell me how you do survive out here? It's not exactly safe. Oh well, we're just scouting. 5 options unavailable. Was that because we've not got the resources or something to be able to do it? We haven't got 30 wood to use as payment. Well, fine. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go over here because look, there's a chest, and that might be interesting in some way, shape, or form. Let's end the turn and move on. Move on. Explore the chest. What is it? You stumble across some ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. Let's search it. You search the ruins and find an interesting building to explore, but it seems half submerged in water. As you enter, a creature comes out from the waters to attack you. To arms! Oh no, this isn't good. Look, there is a Utiopic, and a warped snake. Let's take them on. We can totally take them on. We've healed a bit, right? Because we've been walking about. Yeah, look, we've totally healed a bit. Should we try reshuffling? Are you sure you want to reshuffle? You can only do this once. Yeah, why not? Okay, fine. I mean, that's fine as well, right? Yeah, let's keep this in play. So I think basically what you get is you get guys as main combat units, and you get guys as tactical units, and it'll mix and match depending on, like, that's what the shuffling is, basically. It's deciding who's going to be combat and who's going to be tactical. And therefore you get different mixes of abilities and things. Which is all pretty cool, I think. Anyway, let's go with... all these have both got, like, come into play attack abilities. So maybe we could just go with Rada. She's so badly wounded. She's probably going to die, but we're going to send her in anyway. Sorry, Rada. You're kind of a bit of a lamb to the slaughter there. Oh no, it's the Utipec. Oh, that's just disturbing. That's properly disturbing. 2020. And it's a level 5, so we can't confuse, but it may well have used its get closer ability to come into play. I think that's what the question marks are all about. Can we kill it? We can actually kill it with these two, look. We're going to do that. We're just going to straight away. Pow, pow! I didn't kill it. Alright. I'm not sure why I didn't kill it, but it didn't. So there we go. Obviously, I don't fully understand the combat mechanics as yet. Okay, warped snake. Can we kill the warped snake, possibly, if we get this guy in? Get closer. Pow! Yes! Look, straight away we took out the warped snake. Opponent's turn. Another warped snake. Slightly tougher one this time. We're going to go with... Confuse. Wow! So we've taken this out of play for the first turn. And we haven't got any more cards, so we just have to end our turn. Let him play his last card. Another warped snake. And now it's the fight phase. Excellent. Oh, look at this. We're totally acing this fight. No damage. I'm pretty sure that was no damage. That's how it's done. Obviously, that's a lot better than fighting the spiders. As it happens. You search the buildings and discover a supplied stores still intact. We have acquired, oh look at this, bone spike armor, some amber, some wood, some topaz. Imislava did take some wounds, but I think she'll be fine, hopefully. Alright, I think that's probably enough for now. We have covered the basics, we've done a little bit of adventuring, we've had a fight, we've done a little bit of developing of our town. Of course, there is far, far more to this game. I get the impression that it's a very deep game. There's probably a lot of replayability here. I imagine there's various paths you can take to success. I mean, you know, there's all of these different things that we can craft. Look, we haven't even looked at the crafting tech tree yet. Lots of things there. We've got construction tech trees as well, different buildings and things that we can unlock to expand our settlement and to specialize in different areas and all of that good stuff, not to mention sending out adventuring parties and discovering all of the stuff there is in this wide open world. of Thea. But of course, that will all have to wait for another time. If you do want to see more of this game on the channel, obviously leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. I'll probably do a live stream either way next week at some point, just to explore this game in a little bit more detail, a bit like I did with Battle Brothers, and that may well make it onto the channel in highlights form. But if you want to see a dedicated series, obviously let me know. If you want to join me for the live stream, then make sure you keep an eye on my Twitter, because that's where I will announce things. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. This has been a Wizard's Eye on Thea The Awakening. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. If the weather's not too bad, it's pretty windy by the looks of it. You know what, we're past halfway, we're going to have to turn back. It's just, it's just been a terrible expedition. We've made it, what, like a couple of 100 feet? Well, what an experience.